Hello and welcome back to part 4 of Beyond the Steel Sky. As always, if you can leave a comment, give any feedback, how you're enjoying the series so far, any hints and tips, things that I might have missed that I can come back to, and leave a like as well. It all helps the channel grow. So from the last episode, we'd gone into the city, updated our firmware, and now we're going to go to Mr. Grundy's house and hopefully find out a bit more about the character who we've stole this ID from. Hopefully you're able to tell the audio has been adjusted now. The music was kind of on par with my voice. That's been turned down. Hopefully that makes a big difference going forward. And let's go find Mr. Grundy's house. So I'm going to try and keep these episodes a little bit shorter, around the 15-20 minute mark. The big hour long was a bit of a marathon because I definitely wanted to get inside the city for episode 3. What does that do?
Please embark now.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Where would you like to go?
Yes.
I knew Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead. Take me to my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did.
Those pods are so weird. I'm also looking, whilst we're waiting for the loading screen, to be restarting the series for Outlanders, starting with episode 5, which is going to have...
As I arrived, masquerading as a dead man called Graham, I was apprehensive about what I would find. But I had no choice. I had to find the stalker. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead.
So yeah, got a new MacBook. You won't hear the fans spinning up on that remotely. It's ridiculous how good they are. So I'll be continuing the Outlanders series on there. We'll also be testing out, see if... I don't think you can use a controller for it, but I'll have a play about, see what other options there are to play it. Remember, there's quite a lot we can mess about with around here. It's a game where it plays to just mess about.
The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
Definitely blend in. Wow.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
Right.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What?
Literally like a 10-year-old just taking the mick.
Do you live here?
Do I look like I live here?
I'm not from around here. Maybe everyone here looks like you.
Yeah, and what do I look like?
Trouble.
A right
Keep
bloody
walking.
mug. I'm saying it right here. I don't believe anything that you're saying is true. You definitely walked into me, and I was stood still. If you have a car crash and you're not moving, you're not the problem. Unless you're in the way, I suppose. But that's not the point.
Do you know where I can find Joey?
Oh, I don't know. Weirdo. They say he walked into the gap, or sailed across the sea. Either way, he abandoned us all in this place.
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
What's wrong with brown?
What happened after Joey left?
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Do you know a guy called Graham Grundy?
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
I'll leave you to whatever it was you were doing.
Aw, really? I'll miss you.
Yes, I'm very busy.
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Genuinely, used to be red. I think I'm tilting more towards green now. Kind of tends to follow whatever colour my car is. I tend to just focus on that colour, but everything's green now. Yeah, how times change.
Green?
Green. Green is not a creative color.
I guess so.
Later, man purse.
You're welcome.
Later, backpack.
Ha! You got nothing.
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as courteous as they were happy. The seal depicted my friend Joey as he looked when I left him in charge of the city. Clearly he'd made his mark.
Nice. I like your one arm.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Cool. I think that messes with something.
With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
Gotta be some old school tech.
Commencing refill.
The holdall was stained with paint.
Be off with you.
Hey,
What are you looking at?
Nice.
nothing.
Then go look at nothing somewhere else.
Aren't you rude?
Looked like someone planned on doing some painting.
Can I steal it?
It was pretty clear that the girl didn't like me.
Can I offer you some
Hey.
spankles?
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Then go look at nothing somewhere else.
Joe, this reminds me of like when you go to... I don't live in London, but when you live in London, people are always going somewhere or they're in a hurry. And
Apologies. Citizen
no one looks up.
Graham. This
Everyone
is
just
not your residence.
waxing their AirPods and, well, I guess just live their life. It's weird.
Apologies.
I wouldn't say things are that
Citizen
much
Graham.
different up north, but
This is not your residence.
folk tend to be a bit friendlier. This just reminds me a little bit of that.
The picture showed an utterly unfamiliar scene from a bygone era.
Wait, I know that U-chip.
You do.
Oh my, is it really?
It is.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful.
They look different.
Good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family.
Oh, okay.
My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has.
And they look a lot slimmer.
Wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records? I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble.
No.
So for
crap.
both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Don't worry. You can count on me.
My
I wasn't
wife's
sure
the best.
what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around.
Okay.
Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. That looked
Looks
like
just
Graham
like
and his
me.
wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee. Although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing.
Yep. Don't need it
Refreshing
anymore.
biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the third cervical vertebrae. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Sounds pretty vile.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered
Thanks.
and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing. There was a boot print. Curious. There was a boot print. Curious.
How bizarre.
Someone had stepped up onto the toilet seat.
Can I climb?
A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Oh wow. Where's the windows? up their water bill.
Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
If I remember correctly, you can use the tap. So you have to mess about with that. I think the window opens when the shower's on. I think. We'll find out. So I'll wash my hands. It's a very short shower.
There was a boot print. Curious. Someone had stepped up onto the toilet seat. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away.
And apparently like snatching children. What an odd man. Come on, give me a fourth option. Tricky one, I don't remember it.
If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
But how? How do we do it?
After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like.
Looks clean, Graham. Looks very clean. That hasn't done anything. Come on. It's not opening the tap. Is there something I can use?
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine.
There might be a button somewhere. And how obvious does that sound? See if we can find this button. This is half of the game that I really enjoy, where it's a bit of a puzzle.
I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away. A sword? The blade was cracked.
Brilliant.
The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city.
What's that up there?
A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories. The droids who stare at goats. A classic.
Brilliant. Wonder who's starring in that. Aside from Droid Clooney.
Giant scorpions in the sewers. Real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. A printer? It was rare to see one of those. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Feel free to pause at any point and have a good read through those. Don't try many Ks. A healthy meatless snack.
The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I knew quite a bit about Graham's work and health, but I figured I could learn more if I found his cutouts records. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around.
How do I check my kudos? I feel like that was a fairly obvious hint he was giving.
A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough. Something told me the fire was not authentic.
Thank you.
Excuse me, please.
No. Can we talk?
Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham. May I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
A lot.
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very special day, sir.
And that's where we're going to leave this episode. The next episode, we're going to speak to our guest, and hopefully he'll believe that we're Graham Grundy, which we absolutely are. We've got a U-chip that says so. If you've liked the episode, leave a like, leave a comment if you want anything doing in particular, and subscribe to the channel because we're uploading a lot more content now. Take care. Goodbye.